Hello guys, how you all doing? Hope you're well. So today I wanted to come and do a Foundation Friday video. Now yes, I'm looking the same as I was if you watched my Wednesday's video, which was my testing out the Fenty Beauty range. Definitely go and check that out because I did test out a lot more of the products I'm going to talk about today. Apologies for my voice, I am not feeling too well. I think I came down with a cold or something and I've just been not feeling too great at all. So I think this weather is just doing me crazy right now. So today's video, as you probably guessed by this title, we are going to test out the new Fenty Beauty foundation. And I have, as I said, already done a video on the Fenty Beauty range, but I didn't really do much of a review. It was just more testing it out, first impressions kind of thing. But I really wanted to test out the foundation all day and let you know my thoughts on it properly. And also I wanted to mention that this foundation was given to me by Brown Beauty Talk. And if you don't know who Brown Beauty Talk are, they are an online website and they do reviews specifically catered to darker skin ladies, and it's a UK based website, and I write for them sometimes too, and they asked me to pick up this foundation for them, and yeah, I did. So definitely check out the review. I'll link it down below when it goes live. But I did pick up a whole bunch of other things which you would have seen in the other video, and I also picked up the Fenty Beauty primer as well. So I thought today I will test out the primer and the foundation for you. The highlighters, etc., I will probably test those out in another video. Maybe next week's Foundation Friday, I might use one of the highlighters and just see how long they wear. So if you didn't know, my skin is more of oily combination skin, so I get quite oily in my T-zone and then the rest of my skin is quite normal. Now the foundation I got is the 440. Now I actually had to go online to buy this, so I was kind of guessing my shade. I did see a few reviews already, and originally I thought I was going to be 450, and I saw someone use 450 and I thought, okay, that's going to be way too red for me, so I decided to pick up 440 instead. And I did try it already and it works quite well. I think it matches me really well actually. It says it's the Pro Filt'R Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation, and it comes with 32 mils, which is 1.08 fluid ounces, which is more than you would get in a typical foundation bottle, which is normally 1 fluid ounce or 30 mils. So I think that's quite decent. I think the foundation price is 26, I was going to say £62, really not. It's £26, which again I think is a reasonable price. I see some people complaining about the price, but I'm like, it's not that terrible. Okay, it's not the cheapest of foundations, but this brand never claimed to be a high street brand, if that makes sense. Like, if you look at where the brand launched in Sephora and in the UK in Harvey Nichols, these are high-end stores, so of course it's going to reflect what they're going to sell, and it's going to and the price is going to be reflected in that. So it's still high-end, but it's more on the affordable side of high-end. In Marc Jacobs foundations, they range, I think they're about 30 something pounds. Yes, it's more expensive than MAC, but they never claim to be MAC. You know, it's kind of running on the same price, around like maybe a Kat Von D and price range. And you know, this brand is owned by Kendo, and I believe Kat Von D and Marc Jacobs as well, and other brands are part of that, and they are based in Sephora. So this makes sense, as it was a Kendo brand, it would be based in Sephora. And anyway, I said all of that just to say I think it's a good, decent price. Also, the fact that you're getting more than a typical foundation bottle in a typical foundation bottle, I think that's really good as well. It comes with a pump. Now, the only thing I don't like so far for the packaging is that it's got like this white, or is it just off-white, like cream colour lid, which is going to get so dirty. But that's with any white packaging, and I've already got my issues with white packaging because it gets so dirty, but it looks nice. And it comes in a glass bottle with a pump as well, as you can see, and I think that, you know, that looks really cool. And it's the same with the primer as well. The primer is exactly the same bottle. The primer has a darker lid, which I like, and it's got like that nude kind of pink tone to it. Primer is a soft matte Pro Filt'R primer, instant retouch primer it says, and again it's 32 mils, 1.08 fluid ounces, and I think the primer is the same price. I think it was £26 as well. So I didn't buy any of the brushes or anything like that, or the sponge or anything, because I've got brushes. I didn't really need the brushes. I'm gonna start off with the primer. Okay, so you just pump it out 3 small pumps I think from there, and the primer comes out like it's like a moisturizer. It has like a pinkish tone to it, and I realized when I just used it, it leaves like a slight, not too much, but a slight white cast on my face. But maybe that's because I got a bit too much on, I don't know, but I found that it did. But it does feel like a moisturizer. It claims to be a mattifying primer, but it feels quite moisturizing, so it's quite strange. I mean, it does get harder to blend once you've started like working it in. It's more harder to actually work in because it starts to dry down. It gets slightly tacky, I'll say, maybe slightly tacky, but nothing, it's not the tackiest of primers I've felt before. That's the primer. I like it. I like the feel of it. I thought it was going to be more like a silicone kind of primer, which I'm not too much of a fan of. And I do like primers that just dry down, and I feel like controlling my oils. This doesn't feel as drying as my Becca primer, which I love. So I'm not sure how well this will hold my oils, but we shall see throughout the day because we're going to do a check-in today. Now, this is the foundation. Again, it comes with a pump, like I said, so I'm going to pump out 1, 2, 3. When I initially used this, I realised that 3 pumps wasn't enough for my full face. I found it actually didn't spread very well, but it does dry down really quickly. When you initially put on a foundation in this range, I've seen with so many videos, it looks quite orange, but then when people start blending it out, it looks really, really nice on their skin tone. So I thought I'd mention that because it looked really orange initially on my skin, but then when I start working it in, it blends out quite nice. So yeah, this definitely only covers half of my face, the 3 pumps, because that's it. All of it's gone. So I'm going to do the other side now. Again, 3 pumps. The other side. And we can see. And I'm also going to try and build up the foundation as well, because I also noticed it doesn't give me a really full coverage, which I like. I mean, I'm not fussed, to be honest, not all the time, but I want to see how much of a full coverage I can get from this foundation. This definitely gives a medium coverage initially. So this is the first layer of the foundation on. What do you guys think? I think it looks quite nice. I heard people say that this oxidizes, but they said it oxidizes like relatively quite quickly. I haven't noticed it so far, but maybe you guys can tell me if you think it has oxidized. I think it just settled into my skin quite nicely. Yeah, the pigments have kind of really settled in. So I'm gonna add some more coverage and see on each side if we can build it up. I'm just gonna dot on some of the foundation and see if we can build it up a bit. Okay, definitely is building up to a full coverage now. The foundation is definitely drying very quickly. This is the foundation with 2 layers on. What do we think? Slightly tacky with the 2 layers on, but we'll just give it a moment and see if it dries down. Okay, so I've left the foundation on for a little bit. What I found was when I initially tried this foundation with just 1 layer on, it dried down really quickly that I felt like I didn't even need to have any powder on top of it. But with the 2nd layer on, it's drying down, it's feeling quite tacky. So yeah, I think the more you build it, which makes sense obviously, the more you build it, the less it will dry down matte in terms of like really quickly. But I'm looking at it and yeah, it looks really nice. My face, it looks like it's matching me really, really well from what I can see. I don't see it oxidizing terribly or anything really, so yeah, thumbs up so far. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with a concealer. Now, if you watched my previous video, I did use the Trio Sticks as a concealer, and I felt that it wasn't the best for me, so I'm not gonna make that mistake again. So I'm gonna go in with this ColourPop concealer. This is the shade Deep Golden. I'm just gonna go on top of this and conceal away. Although I probably didn't even need a concealer, to be honest, because it gave quite a good coverage. Concealing just makes you look so strange. It blended out quite well. Now, the foundation itself is quite a matte foundation, and this concealer is quite a mattifying concealer as well. So I felt that even though it blended out quite well, I felt it's just a little bit difficult because they're both mattifying. Maybe it would have worked better with a sponge. Do you know what? I'm going to go in with the contour stick from the Trio sticks, and we're going to contour. I did contour in the other video, but I went in a bit hard, so I want to try it again and see if I can lightly contour just a little bit. This stick. So this is the espresso contour, because I want to see how well these sticks last as well. Okay, that blended out quite nicely. It definitely gives you a harsh contour. So that's the contour done. Now I'm just gonna kind of set everything. Gonna go in with my powder. I'm just using, like I always use, my Laura Mercier powder. So everything's powdered. I think it's looking quite good. So I'm gonna take this ColourPop, the new ColourPop bronzer I picked up, which is in the shade Rodeo Drive, and that's what that looks like. And I'm gonna try it out for the first time. It's quite nice. I would definitely prefer this one to the other one, Bits and Pieces. I definitely recommend this one. What do you guys think? I think my skin is looking really, really flawless right now. I'm impressed. I really like it. So I'm going to finish the rest of my face. I'm actually going to film another video testing out some Makeup Revolution products, and I'll be back to give you my final thoughts before my final check-in. Alright, see you soon. Okay guys, so I'm back and I have now done my face. I've actually filmed this look. I was using some Makeup Revolution products, so that will be up next week for you, so hopefully you enjoy that. I like to set my face with a setting spray. I like the NYX matte setting spray, so I'm just going to use that quickly and put on some lippy. And the lipstick I'm going to use, I actually picked up the new Viva Glam lipsticks with Taraji P. Henson and MAC, so yeah, I thought I'll just wear those today. This is the new one. This is like the copper bronze tone. I like it. Probably doesn't go with this look that I've got on right now, but oh well. I like the lipstick colour. That is really pretty. I really like that colour. I was going to put the gloss on as well. I don't know, should we try the gloss? Why not? Let's just put it on. I'm just going to put a bit of the gloss on. I like it. I think if I didn't have this eye look on, then it would probably look a lot better. But anyway, we're not really here to talk about the lipstick. I'm going to get on with my day. The time now is 1:06. So far, I'm liking what I see. It has lasted, and I have filmed another video. I've been wearing this for at least half an hour now, and it has lasted quite well. I'm not getting shiny or anything yet. I have got some highlighter on, but that's it really. So all the shine you can see is the highlighter. But in terms of the foundation, it's lasting really, really nicely, and it looks flawless on my skin so far. So far I am very impressed with this. Hi guys, how you doing? The time now is 7:27. I've had the foundation on for nearly 6.5, I'd say about 6.5 hours roughly. So this is what the foundation is looking like on me. Obviously I had some highlighter on, so ignore that, and blusher, but you can see what my T-zone is looking like. Now, remember, I'm testing out the primer and the foundation at the same time. Personally, I think the foundation has lasted quite a decent amount of time. The foundation is looking quite nice still. I've got my bright lights on because it's quite dark outside now, so I've had to put my studio lights on. Although this is only 6.5 hours of wear, and I have had longer wear time with other foundations and they haven't made me this oily after 6.5 hours. I am getting very, very oily. As you can see around my nose, my forehead is getting extremely oily. Around this part of my nose is extremely oily as well. My chin is okay for now, and that normally gets quite oily too. So you can see that my oils haven't necessarily been held very well, although the rest of my face is still looking quite decent. The foundation has lasted everywhere else really well. Even where I am quite oily, the foundation hasn't really broken up or anything. Definitely the primer that I'm wearing is definitely not an oil controlling primer. This is not oil controlling at all. So I will have to try the foundation out with another primer. I think it looks quite decent. I think for 6.5 hours of wear, I think it looks quite good. I don't think it's going to be like my favorite holy grail foundation, let's be honest. So I'm just going to take my brush like I always do. I haven't added any more powder to it. This is just the brush I used earlier, and I'm just going to kind of brush over where I'm getting really oily and just do a touch up. I know she's got blotting powder which you could do this with throughout the day, but I didn't buy that, so I'm just gonna go in with this. And just like every other foundation, it looks like brand new, so it definitely blots really nicely. Yeah, I think it looks nice. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I don't think it's actually changed much in terms of its color. I think it actually looks quite the same as when I wore it, so it hasn't oxidized terribly. My highlighter is still on. You can still see my blusher, my contour. I actually used the cream contour and it's still there, like it hasn't faded or anything. It's still present. So yeah, I do really like this. I'll give the foundation a definite thumbs up. I will be trying it, as I said, again with other primers. So guys, let me know what you guys think. I'm not raving about it, and I will need to wear it a bit more. I will keep you updated on this and let you know my thoughts more on the foundation itself, but for now it's decent. Have you tried out this foundation? Let me know. And guys, before I go, I just wanted to let you know that I have got a giveaway happening on my channel right now. The giveaway closes on the 29th of September. I am giving away something special from Colourpop. So if you want to see what it is, then definitely check out the video that I'm going to link down below, and you can enter the giveaway via that video. Please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel because I would really love you to do so. Share as well, and comment down below and let me know if you have tried this foundation or if you're planning on trying it, and your thoughts on it as well. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Take care, see you soon, bye.